welcome back to my channel. I thought I would start this episode at the start of Elmwick Park Zoo just because it has been a little while since I've uploaded a video from this zoo. So I thought we'd start at the entrance and just kind of make our way through the zoo and have a little look at everything we have done so far. Sorry it has been a few weeks. I've been a little bit more busy than I realized I was going to be. It was my birthday and I just became a little bit more busy than I had planned. So I do apologize for that, but we should be back to a regular schedule from now on, and I will let you guys know in the future if anything does change. But I thought I'd just give us a little walk through the zoo. So we've got our shifakas here. I've put down this kind of brick flooring all over. I think it just looks nice. Kind of finishes things up a bit. We do have a sneak peek at something being built in the background over there, or at least planned. A planned build for the future. It will not be this episode, but hopefully next episode we will start that. Whoop, we're just going to go over the building pieces here, and we're into our ring-tailed lemur enclosure. This one is a walk-through enclosure. You can have a good look at them all here. They seem to all be sitting this side at the moment. And I believe we have two babies in here now. We're going to do a little bit of a little check in our animal management actually as well, just to make sure. And then over here I've just put down one of the conservation blueprints for some more food and drink. And then I've built this so that eventually when we have the unfortunate deaths in our zoo that will happen, I thought we could actually just put our memorial signs kind of on this. I thought would look kind of nice. I really wanted to put water coming out of here, but they just sprayed, even the small ones just sprayed way too far. So unfortunately I was not able to do that, but I do think it just makes for a good place for them all to go, because I do like having the little memorials down. We then have a little fountain over here by our toilets, and then our staff area this way. We have our gift shop and our guest services. Oh gosh, these guys are desperate for the toilet. We do have two areas for toilets. This is our gift shop. Always really busy in here, so that's great. We'll pop out here and we can see our flamingos. And in here are our guest services, where we also have our axolotls, I believe, yeah. Axolotls having a little clean here. And then over here we have our iguanas. I still need to make the beams go all the way up to the roof here. Remind me. Someone remind me in the comments. And then over here we have our flamingos. They're still really happy. These guys never get stressed, which is really nice. Unlike our lemurs. They get stressed all the time. Then over here we have a little inside area for food and drink, and a toilets in here as well. Before going on over here, you get an inside look at the flamingos and also the fossa in here as well. You can have a little peep at one through here. Over here, I've actually planted up a rather large planter just to fill up some space. I think it looks quite nice. Before we move over around the back of our flamingos and over to our mixed lemur habitat. So in here we have whoa, in here we have red ruffed lemurs and white and black ruffed lemurs. So they're separated by water, so they can't actually jump over this barrier. But these guys definitely get stressed. There's just a lot of people in the zoo now, so we definitely need to start making them move further throughout the zoo. It's very compact. I think we've got quite a lot of animals in a small area. But yeah, I feel like everybody's pretty happy. Oh my gosh, do we have a... This is gonna haunt me. How many episodes are we in? And they're still doing that? But yeah, I thought I'd just give you a little look around the zoo. If I exit this, we can kind of get an overview now of kind of what we've got on. So I've literally just kind of planted up this area, filled out this area a little bit, made plans over here, hopefully. And yeah, we're doing pretty well in the zoo. We're going to jump into a speed build now, as I would really like to build for the Red River Hogs. We can have quite a decent amount of these. So yeah, we can have up to 10. So as long as we have one male and the rest are females, like, we're good. They're confident as well, which is really nice. They don't need a lot of space. Their barriers don't need to be very high. So I'm thinking about popping them around the back here. So I thought it might make sense to have kind of a linked water area, possibly coming around this way. So I think they'd fit nicely in the zoo there. So yeah, before we do that, actually, let's have a little look at everything we have in our zoo. So our axolotls are doing really well. They're all gold rated, which is great. I believe... Can we have 5 or can we have 7 of these guys in here? Oh, we can have 5, so we're completely maxed out on those. That's fine. We then have our black and white ruffed lemurs. So we have... I think one of them had 4 babies. I'm pretty sure. But they're breeding, and that's great. And our shafakas, unfortunately, they're getting old. They're getting old. I have a feeling these are going to be the first to go, and it's going to make me really sad. Because, yeah, these guys are still fine. So I think we're going to lose our shafakas first. We then have plenty of flamingos. They also haven't passed away yet, as you can see. They're extremely old, but they're still fine, so that's great. Okay, we have some babies here as well. And then yes, we have two baby ringtails in the zoo as well. Do we not have any? Oh, I was gonna say, I thought our iguanas are doing great as well. I thought we just completely missed them. Have we got everybody on grade 3? We have. Okay, that's good. Right. Let's jump into the build and build for our Red River Hogs. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, let's get into the speed build for today. As I said in the intro, I do apologize for the fact that it has been a few weeks. I've been having birthday celebrations, and I thought I could
record and whip out a video that week, and I just couldn't. So I do apologize. Um, things should be going back to normal, hopefully. Um, and we will resume our usual Friday videos and Faz videos on Wednesdays. So I look forward to more of those. I've also changed my. What have I changed? What have I changed since I last spoke to you guys? I changed my YouTube icon. Um, I've actually forgot how fun like Procreate and kind of like drawing on my iPad was. I definitely spent a lot of time doing that in lockdown, and obviously that was a long, long time ago now. And I kind of just stopped using my iPad for drawing and stuff. So I've gotten back into that, obviously for creating different YouTube thumbnails and things like that. And so I've come up with this new design for my YouTube icon, and it is based off of my my past dog. She was absolutely my best friend. So I thought it would be nice to kind of do an icon kind of dedicated to her. She was a Staffy cross Bordeaux cross Shar-Pei, so she was kind of just like a ginger, wrinkly, big-headed kind of dog. Lots of people would mistake her for a pit bull, which I found a bit strange because she was quite wrinkly. Um, but I love her. We unfortunately had to say goodbye to her last year. Um, but I thought it'd be just nice to have that little dedication to her, which is why I've changed my icon, and we'll probably um, keep it changed to that now, just so we have a slightly more running kind of theme, maybe. I don't know. So yeah. Other than that, I don't think anything else. I don't think I've done anything else. If I have, I apologize. You can let me know, but I'm pretty sure that is all I've done. So anyway, let's talk about the build for today. So I'm going to be honest. I voice crack. Wow, I'm leaving that in. I I did not enjoy this build. I really struggled to enjoy it. I kind of knew what I wanted, and then I just it didn't come out how I wanted it to in my head. And that is absolutely fine. It happens. Yeah, I just need to work on a few things off camera, such as finish the guest area. I'd like to have a shaded kind of area in that middle section of the path there. But yeah, it just wasn't my favorite build of the zoo, but it's fine. It works. Um, I do lag a couple of times when loading into the zoo now. So I do just have to give it a couple of minutes to load in. I think we're about 35%, so um, it's a little bit gutting to see that it's starting to struggle at that percentage, but it's fine. We get it done. So I'm just trying to minimize using lots and lots of pieces, which is also a shame because I like a nice detailed build. I like to use a lot of pieces. Um, but it's fine. We work with what we've got. I still want to obviously put in like giraffes and lions and some other animals into this zoo. So we'll do we do what we can. Here I'm just looking through all of the trees. I feel like it has been a hot minute since I've played this game, and it's crazy how out of touch I felt with it. Um, I was looking around at like the plants and the items, and I was like, I've forgotten where everything is. I don't understand how that's happened in 2 weeks, but it has. Um, so that's that pretty much. I go back in and detail the grass area with lots of rocks and things like that. I then decide to put railings up here to make it look a little bit more realistic. We pop in some enrichment for them. But overall, it's kind of left quite plain. Here I'm just popping the education boards underneath. And the speakers, I think I put in a uh, talk as well, just up on that platform. I think it's a nice area for it. I then kind of fill in this slightly more ditched area with lots of kind of rocks and grass. I think it makes it look a little bit more natural. And then I work on this bit over here. Um, so I use these and I do what I had intended to do on the um, statue over there, which is pop in the little like jets. Because when you pop them on the side like this, it comes out like that. I just think it looks really nice. So yeah, that is one detail that I did like that I had been wanting to do. Um, so I'm glad I did it for them in here. They swim a lot, like constantly swimming in the water, which is nice. I then decide to make some shades for them. Not that UK weather's overly crazy, but just in case. I know they have mud, but I thought it'd actually be nice for them to have some kind of like shades out here so they're not getting burnt in the hot weather that we occasionally have. And it just kind of adds a little bit more detail into the build. And yeah, that's me pretty much done. Ugh, that was a mission. These axolotls, I swear to God. I think it's time we probably create a work zone for the. Well, I bet research was on really quick. I think we create a work zone for the keepers. I have 3 running around the zoo at the moment, but I'm tempted just to have one dedicated to these exhibit animals. It's always the axolotls, it's never the iguanas. I think it's obviously because there's 5 of them in that exhibit. It just gets dirtier quicker. I'm not sure, but I'm tempted just to have someone literally dedicated to making sure those guys are okay, because they are the only ones that get hungry and things like that. So I think we'll look into doing that next episode. So I think we end up with 4 of these guys in here. So let's get to know a little bit about these guys. The Red River Hog is one of Africa's most striking wild pigs. It is famous for its bright red-orange coat, dramatic facial markings, and long tufted ears, and is considered the most colourful member of the pig family. Their lifespan is usually about 10 to 15 years in the wild, and they are very easy to recognise because of their red and orange fur, their white stripe running down their back, their black and white facial markings, long ears tipped with white tassels, sharp tusks, and the males actually have these bony facial bumps that help protect them during fights. They live mainly in tropical rainforests, swampy forests, forest edges, and areas near rivers, lakes, and marshes. Their name comes partly from their tendency to live near water and wetlands. Red river hogs are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals, and their diet includes roots and tubers, fruits and seeds, grasses, insects, snails, bird eggs, small animals, and carrion, which is dead animals. They use their powerful snouts and tusks to dig through soil for food. They are usually active at dusk and during the night. They live in family groups called sounders, often containing 6 to 10 individuals. They have excellent sense of smell and hearing, and they communicate with grunts, squeals, and other vocal sounds. They can be aggressive when threatened, especially the males defending a group. Pregnancy usually lasts between 120 to 125 days, and their litters usually contain 3 to 4 piglets. The piglets are born dark brown with yellow stripes and spots, helping them blend into vegetation, and they get their bright red adult coloration as they grow. Their natural predators include leopards, large pythons, and humans, and the dominant male often defends the group from predators. They are often called the tufted pig because of their long tassels on their ears. They're excellent swimmers and enjoy wallowing in the mud and water. When they're excited or alarmed, the white mane along their back can actually stand upright. And they are among the smartest wild pigs and can adapt to a variety of habitats. We're actually going to come over and deal with these. Hopefully the axolotls will get sorted. I'm actually going to come over here and deal with the lemurs because they're getting bored of their enrichment. Because we're playing on hard mode, you can't just leave the enrichment and that's done. They end up getting bored of them and you have to go around and replace them. I should actually probably do that for all of them. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Lag spike. Let's see. What can we pop in here for these guys? We want toys, don't we? We can give them a keyboard. We'll pop it up here so you have a reason to come and kind of climb over here. Oh, my poor console can't handle this. There we go. And we'll pop in a different cardboard box. That's the only good thing about these, the fact that there's 2 cardboard boxes. It's really handy. These guys are stressed again because of how many people are here. I regret putting these guys so close to the entrance. Never mind. We are whizzing through this research. My gosh. It's so nice having a vet that's fully trained. Just that's all she's doing right now, which is great. That means everyone can be on grade 3 food, which is perfect. We can afford to do that. Yeah, they're just going to be a little bit more stressed because of the amount of people. I'm hoping to grab more people to come this way, kind of out from the main area. Maybe we put in a type of cat. That would be cool. If we were to have a look at Africa, then maybe go for tropical. What can we do? So we could do a leopard. That would be fun. Because yeah, we haven't got a big cat in the zoo yet, and I think it's probably time. I really want to put giraffes in. I'm thinking this water reaches, right? Okay. Just double check that. But I'm thinking we do coming off of this way, maybe we could do, or actually maybe we turn it around this way and we do a habitat here. Though would it be wrong to put leopards right near pigs? Do we care? I don't know. Obviously we've got this little project over here. I don't know if to do this all in one. And then in the middle here, I really would like to do like a giraffe house or something. I kind of have a big savannah area. And then we need to think about putting in a restaurant. I'm just piling everything on, basically. Now I'm going to be overwhelmed. I'm hoping these guys have bubbers soon. We could get more. We could get more hogs. Do we? Oh, there's only one female. And her stats aren't great. Okay. Scrap that. I think there's 4 of them in here. He's just not... They're just not... They're not doing anything. Hopefully we'll have babies. I really want to see babies next episode. I think the baby pigs are so cute. But yeah, that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.